Hi there, everyone. Welcome back to another special episode of Chill and Trade TV. And if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. And if you're back here again, welcome back. And also, if you want to trade with a recommended regulated FSC broker, click on the link in the description down below. And if you don't know what is a regulated FSCA regulated broker, or you'd like to find out more about the FSCA, uh, well, let me say, if you want to check if the broker you are trading with is FSCA regulated, there is an episode in the channel, so just go back there and have a look at that. Or if you're looking to trade with a broker but you're not too sure about it, you can also just have a look at that episode and you'll find out how exactly do you go about checking if the breaker you want to start using or you are currently using is FSCA regulated or not. So yes, in this week's video, ladies and gentlemen, let's just get straight into it. In today's video, episode rather, we'll be looking at GBP, JPY, and Euro USD. It's been a while, but I think we should just update our analysis accordingly. Accordingly. So we're just gonna start with GJ because it's right here in front of us. GJ, we were anticipating price to get to this high. Let me just get this. We're anticipating price to get to this high, to complete this pattern, to complete this pattern and then drop, and then drop. However, it is still pushing up aggressively, ladies and gentlemen. It is still pushing up aggressively. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to remove this because it's been pushing up. Those cells are not coming anytime soon as we anticipated, which happens in the market. Sometimes you might have a setup, waiting for a setup for like 2 months or a month or something like that, only to find out that it doesn't play out. So you just need to adjust accordingly. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to expand this, just going to use those highs. Remember, this is the weekly time frame. The reason why I'm just updating on the weekly time frame, because if I go any lower, we won't be able to see exactly what we are looking for. So currently right now, I'm just going to expand this pattern like this and then leave it at that. And then I think we can go to the daily now. It's safe enough to go to the daily. Safe enough to go to the daily. Because I just want us to focus on what is happening here, because price did break out of this zone. Price broke out of this zone here. Price broke out of this zone, which is the previous higher high. Let me just go back and make sure that, okay, I usually draw my zones from the close to the top of the week. That's how I go about it. That's how I go about it. Let me just do this. Okay, like I said, we're anticipating price to reverse once it got to the previous high and complete that pattern. However, it did not. So our focus is currently what's happening here. So now we can go to the lower time frames. can go to the H4 and see if we have a pattern playing out or not. Okay, let me see on the H1. At the moment, it doesn't seem like anything is happening. Doesn't seem like anything is currently happening. Doesn't seem like it. However, we can just focus from here, from this current high, from this current high, and then we can also have this low at the moment. So, okay, looks like something is playing out a bit. So we can look for short-term sells at the moment. We can look for short-term sells at the moment until price fully develops whatever is going on here. Whatever is going on here, so that it can be nice and clear to us. We can wait. We can look for short-term sells while we wait. Let me see if there is a descending pattern. I mean ascending pattern here. Okay, okay. This looks promising right now. It does look a nice opportunity. So basically we can look for sells until this low, because we have an ascending pattern and an aggressive push to the downside, and price currently seems to be giving us corrections or a correction here. Also as well, we have a zone here, and you can see there is confluence here on how we trade this pattern. You got a breakout, retest the diagonal support as well as the previous low, which now created a zone. You can say resistance, and you can see candle rejections here, candlestick rejections here. So this looks like a nice sell. So what I would do here is, since we do have these rejections here, I could place my stop sell stop right here, my sell stop right here, my sell stop right here, and then my TP would be at this low at the start of this ascending pattern. So no, this is what I'm looking for. It would be something like this, something like this, something like this. So with the stop loss, I'm actually just gonna I'll put it here, somewhere in the zone. There. That's how I'll put my stop loss. And then my sell stop right here. Let me just adjust this a bit. Yes. So this is basically what I am looking for next week for GJ. It looks nice. Looks very, very nice. Looks very, very nice. And if it does break out of this low and continues to go to the downside until here, until this previous zone, because as you can see, price also went back here. Price went back to the zone previously after it broke out, went back. So if price does go back to the zone, then I'll also be looking for sells as well. I'll be looking for sells. I'll be looking for sells. So that's it for GJ, ladies and gentlemen. Nice short sell opportunity that I am anticipating. I like the fact that we have confluence here as well. And then this pattern played out, the pattern which is a reversal pattern. So that's it for GJ, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, just keep an eye out for this short-term sell next week, or this sell opportunity rather. So let's go to Euro USD. Euro USD. Euro USD. Let me go to the daily. Let me go to the daily. Let me go to the daily. So with Euro USD, we've been waiting for the buys to play out, but it seems like it's not playing out as we anticipated. So I just want us to do a little update so we can get current opportunities just as we did with GJ. So I just want to keep things a bit simple now. Things a bit simple. We had that there. We had this there. So now our focus is actually here. Our focus is actually here. Actually, let me just get rid of this. Sorry. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just seeing too many things at once. Too many things at once. So I just want to focus on what we currently have because that's what's most important. I will revisit this pattern again just now. So, ladies and gentlemen, we were looking for buyers initial, which we still are looking for those long-term buys. Remember, we're still looking for the long-term buys. And if you want to check out a detailed video on Euro USD, just go back into the channel and you will just see what I'm talking about. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I simply just want us to focus not on too many things, but at one thing. At one thing. So I'm just going to identify this zone here. This zone, this zone, this zone. Because I see price potentially going back to this zone before it pushes to the upside. Okay, so our focus right now is here. Is just here. Is just here. Is just here. Our focus is here. So, like I said, I am anticipating price to go back to this zone right here. To this zone. But we also do have a pattern that I said we are going to revisit, which is here. Just identify those highs. And let's get the lows. Let's get the lows. Perfectly within the zone. Perfectly at the zone. Perfectly at the zone. So I think we'll also get the third touch in the zone, which will be added confluence as well. So let me go to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame. As you can see now, price is pushing aggressively down. Is pushing aggressively to the downside. Let me just zoom in. Let me just zoom in. So we are looking for sales, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking for sales. Let me go to the 1-hour time frame and try and see what we had previously. Okay, See the pattern I usually talk about. It is this is the entry pattern I use mostly. Price gave us a nice breakout and it's now pushing down. So let me just also identify this zone here, zone there. Okay, just okay. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Since our focus is sales, since our focus is sales, since our focus is sales, we'll see how price plays out here. Either price can go back to the zone, and if it does go back to the previous zone and gives us rejection candlesticks, I'm going to enter the sell, ladies and gentlemen. Enter the sell all the way until the lows, all the way until the downside, all the way until the downside, all the way until the downside. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes price doesn't just shoot straight up or down. This is just like what we are hoping to see or what we are hoping to anticipate. Because remember, I said price might go also to this zone, so this might just extend like this or however. But as long as you get the idea, remember the markets are not perfect, ladies and gentlemen. The markets are not perfect. So if price goes back there to that zone, I'll look for the sells. I'll look for the sells. Or let me do this. Whichever however the sell comes, we are looking for sells in general. Price might give us a long or a big correction. Something like this. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that. And then just enter at the breakout. Enter at the breakout. Whatever happens and whatever entry strategy or patterns or whatever you use to enter, we are looking for sells. We are looking for sells. Like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, we might have different trading strategies or styles, but as long as we get the same direction, that's all that matters. Because at the end of the day, we all want to profit from this. We all want to profit from this. Okay, I think we've covered Euro USD in detail and GJ in detail as well. Uh, for the short term opportunities or medium term opportunities that we are looking forward to, we'll revisit these pairs later on, maybe after 2 weeks or so, depending on how volatile the markets are in the coming few weeks. So that's it for this episode. That's it from Chill and Trade TV. Until the next video, have yourselves a profitable trading week.